everybody. How's it going? This is Douglas Block. It is now August 19th, 2018. It's been 2 weeks since I've been on the air. Hopefully somebody will show up. But it's been an eventful 2 weeks. I was in the hospital, as those of you who know from last time, and I'm just still recovering from this bout of cellulitis, really affecting my mood. Hey, Enda from Ireland. Nice to be here. Yeah, you know, I did a video a while ago called The Effect of Physical Illness on the Depressed Mind. How's it sound, Enda? Pretty good? Anyway, so yeah, the effects of physical illness on the depressed mind, and what I wrote was that when you are physically ill, you are more likely to feel mentally ill or mentally unwell. And boy, has that been true. It's been really a rough road for me. Hey, Crazy Skill Sets, and Nana, I don't think I've seen you. Anyway, nice for you guys to be here. Anyway, yes, no, I'm not actually doing that well because of the fact that I now have to realize that I have a new chronic problem to deal with the rest of my life called lymphedema, or the swelling of the lymph glands and lymph fluid in my lower right leg. It's a very common thing. People who have cancer operations often have it, and it has been responsible for 4 different bouts of a really virulent infection called cellulitis. So I'm going to see an infectious disease specialist, but meanwhile it has really lowered my mood. So good. Is that Mina? I am depressed, give me advice. Well, exercise, how's that? Go find a psychologist or a therapist and go find someone who prescribes medication. I have a book, Mina, I wrote it 14 years ago, here it is. Actually 18 years ago, Healing from Depression, 12 Weeks to a Better Mood. This outlines everything I know about depression recovery, but essentially you have to hit it from a holistic point of view. Physical self-care, mental emotional self-care, spiritual connection, lifestyle habits, social support. You have to do many, many things. It takes more than a pill to heal from depression. Pearly Bonda, oh my God, a blast from the major past, all the way from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Nice to hear from you. Rasmus, all the way from Estonia. Yeah, but physical illness, man, you're turning 70 and things happen to the body. As my best friend's mother used to say, old age is not for sissies. Do I have strategies that boost the immune system, please? Well, Deborah, why don't you go ahead and you write me, because I have a free PDF diagram that I send people. If I can, here it is right here. I don't know if you can see this very well. Strategies that support a wellness right here, a wheel. And if you email me, douglasblog@gmail.com, I will definitely send you a free diagram. So I don't have my sign, but it's Douglas, BLOCH, @gmail.com. How does that look? So yeah, go ahead and Deborah, go ahead and send your email address. That email address, I will send you the diagram. It's actually, I have a color diagram. Crazy Skill Sets. I'm on my first week in taking L-theanine. Wow, I've heard that's an amino acid that helps with depression. Let me know. Thank you. Well, now this thing said bad video statements, settings. Okay. Current key is 6 seconds. So key, remember this, key frame frequency. All right, Andrew Hicks, listening from the UK, you're great. I really enjoyed listening to you. Hey, nice, Andy. Nice to hear from you. I'm depressed. My parents don't understand me. They just want attention. This makes me really sad. I don't know what to deal with the situation. Well, try to explain to your parents the best you can that this is not something you're making up. This is a real disorder. And Nina Bata, do you think it's worth going off antidepressants? I've been on them for 10 years, but I'm fed up with the side effects. By the way, I'm from Jordan. Nana Bata, nice to hear from you, another Middle East person. We'll talk about it with your prescriber. If they're not really doing anything for you, you might try a different antidepressant, or try lifestyle habits depending on how depressed you are. You really need to talk about it with your therapist and your prescriber. But people can manage depression without drugs. It is done. Yeah. Annalisa, I hope that you can tell them that you're not just wanting attention. This is a real problem. Talk to your high school counselor. See if you can get an appointment to see a counselor yourself. Oh, which book did you get, Shalina? Did you get Healing from Depression? Maybe you can help make it a million seller. Thank you very much. You didn't get an alert? I don't know. Are you, okay, Paula, when you subscribe to my channel, there's a little bell up on to the right of the subscribe button. You have to go in and click on that bell to get alerts. It's not good enough just to be a subscriber. So go back to my home page and try that. Going for a walk and listening to Tony Robbins helps a lot with my anxiety, so it probably will work with depression as well. Yes, well, Tony Robbins is a very smart guy, a really good motivational speaker, and going for a walk is good. So I like what you're doing. Definitely like what you're doing. Pearlie Bonda from Tulsa, Oklahoma, who was going to get married. She's giving me an update right here. What is Pearlie Bonda saying to me? If I can find it. I'm doing very good. Thank God I hit rock bottom wanting to kill myself. I got off my knees and gave my life to God. He's done great work with sending me the right people. Excellent. Well, you know, I believe in AA, they talk about turning your will and your life over to the care of your higher power. Yes, we must do that to get well. Surrender to something greater than ourselves. And I'm glad you didn't kill yourself. You know why? Because it's a permanent solution to a temporary problem. And I'm doing a book on that, and we'll let you know when I'm done, except it's going to take me a year because I'm so dealing with this illness. Not about it. I stopped 3 months ago, but it's still tough, and the doctor is now recommending Brintalex. I think you mean Trintalex. Well, one person said Trintalex worked when nothing else did. So, you know, look, the thing about antidepressants, it's trial and error. It's, you know, it's a crapshoot. So you never really know what's going to work until you take it. So, you know, try it out. Start in small doses, and you can, you know, work up gradually. Make sure you don't have an adverse reaction if you start in small doses. Love, have you eaten magnesium to treat anxiety and depression? Magnesium helps to relax the muscles, and therefore it could be useful for anxiety. Try it out. Try something called Calm, C-A-L-M. It's a wonderful supplement. Or you can just, you know, it's a powder that dissolves in water. You can look it up on the internet, and I highly recommend it. But magnesium is a good mineral. All right. Do I recommend medication for depression? Says Mina Abdul Lamak. I do recommend it if nothing else works. I always recommend starting with lifestyle habits, as I talk about in this book, which I'm showing you for the umpteenth time. And if that and psychotherapy doesn't work, then medication should be thought of, because sometimes it's a biochemical thing in the brain that just can't get dislodged without a biochemical intervention. So, and talk it over with your doctor, but I would say that it can be used when nothing else is working. Shalina Jean Brown, yes. I know what it means. It looks like a nice affirmation. Have I seen you before? Oh, you love your videos. Oh yeah, you like the book too. Excellent. Watching my videos for weeks now. So helpful learning about hope. Yes, well, that's very nice. Melissa Gund, I can't even. Hello from Turkey. Hello from Turkey. I hear you're having a lot of political problems there. You've got a dictator. Yeah, well, we've got one in the United States also. 1JE24 from Great Britain, England. Hello, hello. Dan, hey Douglas, I just started taking fluoxetine. Does anybody have any positive experience on this drug? That's Prozac, my friend. That was the first SSRI. That's been around for 30 years. Yeah, I have a guy in my group who took it and came right out of his depression and went back to school. A lot of people have had good experiences on Prozac, and a lot of people haven't. It's all trial and error. Paul Marriott, I spent last weekend in a mental hospital on suicide watch. Whoa. I was going to hang myself on Saturday, the anniversary of Robert Williams' passing. I got to was off 2 weeks ago. Not working too well. Hey, Paula, send me an email, will you? I have some videos on suicide prevention that will give you hope. I promise you this too shall pass. I have so many videos on this subject. Look, you got to communicate with me. You have to basically stay put on the earth, because there is a destiny for you that you don't know about. If I had done away with myself in 1997, I never would have written my book. I never would have had my website, my groups, this live chat. This whole ministry would have been non-existent had I not lived past 1997. So no, you need to stay alive. There's a very good book that someone here recommended to me by a fellow Brit named Matt Haig, called Reasons to Stay Alive. I highly recommend you read it. But anyway, this too shall pass, and send me your email, okay, Paula? Yeah, Trinalex. Good medication for some people. Mike Borden and Doug, sounding great on top of your game considering your illness is wiping you out. Yes. Well, the show must go on. I got to be here for my YouTubers. So, Paul, I can't stop thinking about suicide. I wish I could have stayed hospital longer. I spent the first day trembling and crying. Well, Paula, where do you live? There are called intensive outpatient programs or partial hospitalization. I was in it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 months. I was in a partial hospitalization program in 1997. So see if you can do that. It's like being in the hospital. You sleep at home, but 6 days a week from 9:30 to 3:30, you're with groups, therapy, psychiatrists, the whole 9 yards. So, and if you need to go back in the hospital, go back. If you're not feeling safe, you've got to hang on there. I promise you, it will get better. It will get better. How can we heal without meds, please? Well, that's what that's what all this channel is about. I have 300 videos about how to heal without meds. Exercise, diet, nutrition, spirituality, routines, social support, work, volunteer work, everything that creates wellness in the human being. So yeah, again, if you get my book, I'm not trying to sell it to you, but it does have everything that I know. Take care of you. Okay, well, thank you. Better days ahead always. Thank you, Dan. Dan, Rick Smith, anxiety crippling, CBD taking a long time. It does. Exercise can also help. What do you think of TMS? One of my guys in Australia, one of my coaching clients is starting it. I've seen many people go through it. 1/3 of the people get majorly good results, 1/3 of the people get partially good results, and 1/3 of the people, it doesn't really help. But that's not too bad. 2/3 of the time you're going to feel better, and there are very little side effects. It is safe. So I think you should give it a shot if the insurance will pay. Shalina Jean Brown, how are you doing right now? Mr. Block, I am struggling with a chronic illness, a chronic infection in my left leg and swelling. It is taking away from my time doing these videos and writing. It's a big challenge. So I'm under a lot of stress right now, but I'm glad to be talking to you guys. I see what happened. YouTube switched my name. Lazy Ranch. Wow. Are you Paula Marriott? Is that your real name? I thought your name was Suzanne. Abhishek Zendi. Hey, need your help. I'm so depressed. Well, join the club. We had a very famous writer here in Portland the other day from Pakistan. Very smart guy. He wrote a book called Exit West. You should pick it up. It's about migration. Anyway, he's a genius. He said the whole world is experiencing a global depression right now. When people look to the future, they see global warming and disaster. People are not optimistic these days, and we need to be optimistic. That's what he said, and I believe him. So yeah, diagnosed with gastritis, said it's because I'm addicted to porn. Huh. I've never, that's new. Oh, I see, they're not connected, I see. You have gastritis because of anxiety, and I'm addicted to porn is a separate sentence. Well, I don't know where you live, but here in America we have Sex and Love Addicts Anonymous. That's a big problem in America. I'm in a men's group years ago. A lot of the men talked about it. Yes, do you have a 12-step group where you live? I'm assuming it's not in America. Show yourself to a psychiatrist. Well, yeah, a psychiatrist will help with the anxiety. You're getting into porn might be a way of self-medicating. So I agree with India. You should definitely get mental health treatment for your anxiety. If you send me your email address, I have a little tip where you can dunk your head in cold water and hold your breath, and it takes down the anxiety. By the way, there's a really good video I have that I think will help you. It's called How to Rewire. You can check it out right after this live chat. I can't spell. Sorry about anxious, but you know what I meant. Okay. Well, sorry for my spelling, guys. Really bad. Okay, A-N-X-I-O-U-S, right? So where's that I go? I can't, damn it. A-N-X-I-O-U-S, okay. Here we go. Check out that video. Abhishek, it'll help you out. No wonder you didn't get an alert on Lazy Eye Ranch. I didn't even know I had a YouTube account. I'm so confused lately. Well, join the club. I feel suppressed, like completely lost, confused, not having hope at all. Well, That's what happens when you're depressed, Abhishek. I would go get some treatment. I would go watch that video on anxiety and watch some of my videos on hope. There is hope. There is a way out. I promise you. In the meantime, I'm going to have a bit of hot chocolate to keep me awake because all these meds make me sleepy. Now, the question is, can I position myself to get the hot chocolate? Yes, I can. That's what Barack Obama said. Where is he when we need him? So, guess what, everybody? 1 year ago, Tuesday, was the total eclipse of the sun. We're coming up to the 1 year anniversary, August 21st, 2017. I rode my bike with some friends south of Portland for 20 miles and saw it. It was amazing. Did anybody here see the total eclipse? Anybody in North America could have seen it. I don't know about you guys in the Middle East and also in England or Great Britain. I don't think it was there. All right, since I've been talking, a lot more comments have come in. Let's see what they say. Lazy Eye Ranch, I can't go back to the hospital because my son doesn't take care of things while I'm gone. I got back on Monday, none of my go-to chicken salad water. Wow. You need to be there, or you need to sell the place and maybe get down to something more simple. Alan Kaminsky, hey Doug, your inspiration. Thanks, I have GAD. Prescriptions don't work. Found a happy medium taking valerian tabs. Life is better. Cheers from the UK. Hey, did you see the total eclipse? Anybody? Thank you. Nice to hear from you, Alan. Start with consulting professional also. If you need any help, you can ping me. Wow, that was nice of you. India, nice work. I'm on plateau mode now. Don't feel happy or sad. Yeah, well, go ahead and contact India. Jennifer Shah, we've seen you. Hi, Douglas. I'm going through another episode of depression, but thought I'd share this. You can come out of it. I'm 23. LOL, you aren't alone. There you have it. All right. Yeah, Jennifer, reach out for support. That's the number 2 pillar of depression recovery. The first one is setting the intention to heal. Reach out for support and treat your symptoms using a combination of mutually supportive therapies. Is it only 17 minutes gone by? Wow. Whew, I don't know if I'll have the energy to keep lasting. These meds really make me tired. Robert Lee, whoa, 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 a blast from the major past. I saw it in Dillard, Georgia. Met my youngest daughter there who came up from Atlanta. Wow, was that exciting, Robert, or was it not? Okay, so we have one person who saw the total eclipse besides me. Anybody else? Terry 60W, hi Doug, thank you for your recent chat suggestions about reaching out to my friend who's depressed. She's been pushing me away for months, but is reaching out a little bit more lately. It's a positive sign. Yes, never give up. That's what the Dalai Lama said. Never give up, never give up. I'm going to write this down right here so you can all see it. Keep reaching out to your friend. Keep reaching out for yourself. Keep reaching out. Keep reaching. Keep reaching. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Never give up. All right. Robert Lee, yes. Nice to hear from you again. It was awesome. Of course it was awesome. A total eclipse of the sun. Are you kidding me? The most amazing astronomical phenomenon anybody on Earth could ever see. What does the house wear? A dress. Oh my God, that is bad. Abhishek, medication can help many times, so don't be scared of it. Hey, we need to have a joke here. As soon as I answer some of these questions, Monday the 13th was the anniversary of my dad's murder. Oh my God. I'm really sorry about that. Have you tried, for trauma, have you tried EMDR? More than inks. Thanks for everything in recovery stage right now. After 4 months, don't feel depressed and scared. Hope it won't come back. Well, it may or may not, but you have to manage your symptoms. I have a new video coming out next Monday. It's called, Can Depression Be Cured? And the answer is no. It must be managed. Depression must be managed, and that's what you've got to do more than inks. Keep managing it. Well, you missed the total eclipse in Ireland because it wasn't there. Wendy Ward. What is the MDR? Eye movement it's eye movement deprogramming, eye movement desensitization reprocessing. It's very, very famous. Type it in Google, Lazy Eye Ranch. You'll see tons about it. It is the #1 treatment for trauma. It's been around for a long time. Does the medication help? I feel that it's a temporary solution. Think I'll get addicted to it. No, you won't get addicted to it. You can't get addicted to antidepressants, and it can be helpful. And I've had friends who take medication long term. Just like I wear glasses. If I take off my glasses, I can't see anything. Okay. What did Santa give Rudolph for his upset stomach? Alka-Seltzer. Speak of all, why, I know it's not Christmas, but why was Santa's helper depressed, you know? There can be many reasons for depression, but Santa's helper was depressed because he had low self-esteem. Oh my God, how can you expect to cheer people up with that? Get it? Low self-esteem. All right, can gastritis cure permanently? I don't know, I'm not a gastroenterologist, it probably can, once you get to the cause. What is your opinion of cognitive behavioral therapy? Are you kidding me? It's the #1 therapy that's been used to treat depression for 50 years. It can be very helpful by eliminating negative and irrational beliefs from your brain, which often cause depression. Oh boy, I thought I had some other interesting jokes. Hold on, give me a second. Aha. Here we are. So we've had pretty good employment in America recently, but one group has always found it easy to get a job, and that's elephants. So why do elephants find it so easy to get work or get a job? They'll work for peanuts. Someone's got to laugh, huh? Okay, one more. What language does a billboard speak? I didn't know a billboard could talk. What language does a billboard speak? Sign language. Okay, so let's continue with the comments here. Can you recommend a book on depression and motivation? Yeah, my book, Healing from Depression, 12 Weeks to a Better Mood. Or, you know, there are a lot of good books on depression. There's one, which I'll think of in a minute, called The Noonday Demon. I have a psych appointment Tuesday. I'll ask about EMDR. Anyone tried ketamine treatment? Sounds intriguing. They're out there. It's anecdotal. Some people get help, some people don't. Do you have videos on? I don't know what that means. Alpha Steam, that was good. India, I'm glad someone laughed. And so did Bobby G. It's called The Noonday Demon, but you know what? It's kind of scholarly. It may not be the best thing. It's called The Noonday Demon. But just go on Amazon.com and look for books on depression. You'll find a bunch of them. But, you know, as I said, this contains everything I know, and people here have used it, and it's been very helpful. All right, I have to write that down. Key frame frequency. Can I remember that? I got it. Okay, one blonde sent another blonde. I did a pregnancy test, and it came up positive. The other blonde asked me if it was a hard test. Yeah. A blonde joke. Thank you. Thank you, Wendy. There is no natural treatment for depression. Hey, nice to see you, Tam. Oh, come on. There is natural treatment for mild depression. Exercise. I brought some shoes from a drug dealer. I don't know what he laced them with, but I've been tripping all day. Did you make that up, Lazy Eye Ranch? That's actually funny. I'm going to actually copy and paste that somewhere. Tell me if you made that up. I love humor. Hello from New York City. Ivy Rose, born and bred in New York City, baby. Bobby G, hey, what's your opinion of the Buddhist attentiveness techniques? It's called mindfulness, and it's very good. They've done studies that people who do mindfulness have less anxiety for sure, and also less depression. It's a very good practice to get into. Very good practice. Mindfulness meditation. All right. Ivy Rose, what part of New York City are you from? So, a couple of weeks ago, I posted a video called "Does Depression Cause Permanent Brain Damage?" What do you guys think? One of my clients said he thought he had permanent brain damage, but then he got better and his memory and everything came back. So I don't think so. I think, you can be restored from serious depression. It's happened to me 5 times, and I've seen it happen with countless others. Speaking of treatments for anxiety, I just did a video on Monday, 6 days ago. Did anyone see it? It's about something that's been very popular lately. It's called CBD oil. Does anybody know about CBD oil? Let me know. It comes from the hemp plant, which is where marijuana comes from, but it doesn't have any psychoactive properties. So it's legal in all 50 states in America, and people have been using it for anxiety and also for pain. Has anybody tried it? Let me know. All right. I like that blonde test. Not too bad. So let me get my little pen here. Give me just a second. And I'll get this. Can't find the whole thing, but I got this instead. Okay, key frequency, 5.4 seconds. All right. Not being sent often enough. Buffering. Okay. Got that handled. Anybody, any new questions here since I'm making a note about what is the video like? They say it's not buffering well. I can't tell from my end of the situation. How to come social anxiety and start loving ourselves, self-love, and increase our personalities and confidence. Well, that's nice. Lots of books on social anxiety. What is your opinion of Buddhist alternative? Oh, social anxiety, try doing something called exposure. Just go into situations where you feel anxious around people and force yourself to interact. Eventually you get over it. Most people do. Hey, Mildred, nice to see you. Hi, Abhishek. You stole it. You love the humor too. Nice. Jerry Owen, Costwinder, going to work tomorrow after my burnout. Nice from Holland. Well, we got Holland, we've got Jordan, we've got the UK, we've got India. It's an international community here today. Mildred just finished 27-minute bike ride, temporary fix. Oh my God, but how nice, how nice. Jennifer, a man was hit by a can of Coke but didn't hurt him as it was a soft drink. Very nice, very nice. I'm getting some good ones. Manhattan, yes, so I was born and raised in the Queens until I moved out to the island. Should I do meditation mindfulness? I heard it increases anxiety. No, it does the opposite. It calms the mind. Unless you have a lot of obsessive thoughts, then it could make it worse. So it all depends on the person. I worried I've been depressed so long that I don't remember how to be me anymore. Well, it's there. It hasn't gone anywhere. It's just gone underground. You've tried TBC without the THC? Yeah, well, you can get it with the THC, and if you're in a state where recreational marijuana is legal, or if you have a medical marijuana card, you can get it with the THC, but only in those situations. But I don't even know, you might not even live in America. So, Lazy Wrench Doctor is a patient online, one that says he's invisible. Tell him we can't see him right now. Yes, CBD does help fight against physical pain. You're absolutely right, Jurin. Abhishek, I'm so depressed that I'm feeling anything no more, go in life, and even getting antibiotics test me. Yes, well, you're suffering from a severe case of depression. Where do you live, and what kind of treatment options are available to you, Abhishek? It sounds like you're not in the United States, I have a feeling. By the way, does anybody like salads here? Salad is probably the most healthy thing you can eat. I love salads, but do you know what cowboys have on their salads? Ranch dressing. All right, we're 29 minutes into the hour, halfway through this grueling episode. And that's enough jokes for right now. Anyway, Abhishek, I hope you can find treatment. Depression is treatable. Terry60W, is CBT typically a short-term therapy treatment? Well, it's short-term in that it teaches you the skills, but then it's long-term in that we all have to fight against negative, unrealistic thoughts, negative self-talk. So it's a tool that you can use for the rest of your life. So yes, it's a short-term therapy treatment when you're in therapy, but it's a long-term therapy application to yourself. Any other people saw the solar eclipse? Any other people have tried CBD. One person said it helped for pain. I woke up in the middle of the night with anxiety. I took a couple of drops of the tincture under my tongue, and I was able to go back to sleep. I need to get some more, but it's quite spending. Although we do have dispensaries here in Oregon now, now that marijuana has become legalized, so I could probably pick some up at a dispensary. And as I say, pure CBD oil doesn't have THC. It is not psychoactive. It will not get you high. But it has helped some people with seizures. I'm from India, says Abhishek. Whenever I go to a psychiatrist, he gives me medicine, but not the way technique how to overcome from it. I feel to have suicidal thoughts and weird dreams. Okay, well, don't go to a psychiatrist. Go to a therapist. Go to a counselor. Go to a spiritual advisor. All that psychologists do is give out drugs, but there are other people out there, Abhishek, who you can go to who will give you tools and strategies, who are like counselors and therapists. So one of these things about cellulitis is you're not supposed to be sitting too long, or lymphedema, because the lymph pulls off and the bottom of your legs. I'm going to have to get up and walk around a little bit. Trying happiness. I've been on Prozac for the past 11 years. Oh my God. I'll be on it for the rest of my life. I need real life examples so we can live with antidepressants medication for life. Well, my brother's been on it. He's 66. He went on it when his son was born 23 years ago. He's been on it for 23 years. He functions. He works on Wall Street. He's successful. My godson has been on medications for quite some time. Scott Power, oh my goodness, you are from England. Here you are. It's coming up to the 2-year anniversary of becoming depersonalized. Well, has it gotten any better? We have a guy in my Monday group who says it has gotten better. India, oh, we have good stream health now. That's good. India Bharat. Abhishek Zende, depression is not curable as a common cold. It has to be managed and treated. Keep expectations accordingly. Well, India, you're a smart person. That's my new, that is my new video. It's all about symptom management. I used to like a wheel to run from the situation, says Abhishek. Well, yeah, a lot of people do, but it's good that you cut that back because it's hard to heal from depression when you're on substances. Okay, here is the key right here. By the way, 2 things. There's a little $sign at the bottom. It's the super chat. Usually on these, because I'm doing this for free, I'm not feeling well. This is a huge effort for me to come out here and be there for you guys. There's a $sign there. If you click on it, you can make a contribution as little as $1 to this channel, and you'll be rewarded by having your name come up for everybody to see your generosity. Also, I have a Patreon account where for $2 a month or higher, you can become a sustaining member of this channel and get special rewards. Haven't had any new members from the live chat recently, but you should go to Patreon and you should type in my name, Douglas Block. I'll pop right up, and that would be appreciated. That or maybe a super chat right now. One warrior, my anxiety depression is causing me to freeze and become idle. No matter what I do, I can't move. What type of depression is this? Then you freeze. Well, usually you freeze when you're anxious, but in this case, you're just talking about kind of more like a catatonic depression where you're just, withdrawn and you have a hard time moving. It's actually called psychomotor retardation, and it's very difficult to overcome. But with proper treatment, diet, exercise, medication, time itself. Have you tried something called TMS One Warrior? I don't know what country you live in, but it's available here in the United States. They run magnets over your head and induce a weak current. It's not as invasive as ECT, and it can be quite helpful. So think about that if drugs aren't helping you. I used to overthink, but now I don't feel to overthink, or I feel numb why it happens. Well, it's good that you don't overthink. One warrior, me too. I have much I need to do, and I get angry with myself all the time. I've wasted. Well, you've only wasted because you have a brain disorder. Try to forgive yourself. Remember, we have a whole video on that. It's called Be Kind to Yourself. None of us, brought this upon ourselves. It was a combination of genetics and environment. So we have to be really, really, really compassionate with ourselves. India Bharat says, Lazy Ranch, keeping expectations as low as possible. All right, so Greg Smith, hey, nice to see you again. I need help. Well, so do I. So does this planet. Man, have you guys, anybody live on the West Coast? Oh, yeah, Lazy Eye Ranch. What about those killer fires in California, man? You know, this week we're going to have our 30th day of 90 degrees or higher in this summer in Portland, breaking the record that was set in 2015 when we had 29 days. The summers are getting so hot here. When I moved to Oregon in 73, maybe it got over 96 days during the summer max, and now it's 30. Hello, global warming is real. You're welcome. Yeah, Oxycontin for 4 years. Well, those opioids can really do a number on you. Well, you can wean yourself off them and get back into a better state of mind. What have you done? What? Your psychiatrist, they don't use it because he doesn't believe in its efficacy? How could he know? I mean, come on. This is ignorance. Hey, tell him to read the literature, for heaven's sakes. I've tried THC and CBD. Well, what have you gotten, Greg Smith? Anyway, Lazy Eye Ranch, go on the internet and print out some studies and give it to him. I mean, come on. The FDA would not have approved TMS if it weren't a valid therapy. So your psychiatrist is not keeping up, in my opinion. Again, if you would like to write me with any questions or get a copy of my chart about how to, of all the self-care tools you can use for recovery, you just do Douglas Block at gmail.com. And let me just hit go. There it is. There's my email address. Abhishek, that sounds like a little bit, it could be depersonalization, maybe. Look it up online. Well, if your emotional state is still volatile, Greg Smith, you may need to do some deep breathing. You may need to get on short-term and anti-anxiety medication like Klonopin. I hope you're seeing someone who's managing your treatment. That's the most important thing I can tell you. Find some good mental health professionals. Okay. Wow. Terry W. 60. Your generosity is amazing. Thank you. Google takes a third of the cut, but still, really, you are. I will. If you send me your ebook, your address, I'm going to send you a free ebook of When Going Through Hell Don't Stop. So here, Terry, for your generous gift, a free book. This is my memoir of how I overcame depression. Just email me. That was amazing. People should be applauding Terry for her generosity. Thank you. Kaiser Permanente Lazy Eye Ranch does TMS in Portland, Oregon. So I don't know why it doesn't have it where you live, but you can get it here in Portland. Yeah, definitely send me an email, Greg, for sure. Wow, Terry W., thank you. Where do you live? And by the way, the Patreon account is really the best way to help me out, because even if you're only giving like $5 a month, it's an income stream. But hey, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Your generosity is amazing. So where do you live, and what has been helpful for you about the videos you've been watching? I'd like to know. And oh yeah, you got to send me your email address so I can send you a free book. So please remember to email me. We need doctors like you in India. Well, I'm not even a doctor, but thank you. Yes, what a great gift, Terry. I mean, this is somebody who really, Terry needs to be applauded. Not because it's helping me, because all you know what this money did? You know what the $50 did? It helps me produce a new video so I can give more to you. This is all going in to the work. I don't have 2,000 pairs of shoes like Imelda Margos. I don't have 13 Corvettes like, like Jerry Seinfeld. I don't have 15 Rolls Royces like Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh. No, I don't believe in conspicuous consumption. All the money I get is plowed back into the work, the service to help reduce suffering from depression, because my God, it's out there. Nice to see you, J. Rose. Thank you again, Terry. Scott Bauer. Research at first, I'm not a problem, but if there's a lot of YouTube videos of it, I'll let you know. All I'm taking is Atarax Hydrazine 50 HCl50Z. Ivy, I don't know what that is. Can you tell me? I can look it up later. I will buy all your book seriously needed. Are you on Instagram? Yes, I am on Instagram. I don't even know what my account name is, but how do you even find me on Instagram? Let me see. Guys, I'm just going to look up my Instagram account right here. See? Instagram right there. Oh, there's Asher. That's nice. Douglas Block. Oh, it's DOUGLAS.BLOCH. That's what it is. And yes, right. I was going to look up Atarax. Ivy, can you tell me what that is? Oh, oh, you're asking. You weren't asking me, Abhishek. You were asking Scott if he was on Instagram. Well, I am also. So there you have it. Thank you again, Terry60. I still want to send you a book. Remember to email me. And again, thank you for your generosity. It's very cool. David Holden, hi Doug. I started taking cannabinol. How do you even pronounce it? Capsules yesterday. Thanks to your previous video. I hope it helps. Well, nothing to lose, really. Nothing to lose. Hi, Joan. No, we got about 15 minutes left. Are you guys good in staying in touch with friends? What's the best way to communicate to a fish? Drop it a line. All right. Now I have hope depression can be curable, sir. Well, not curable, but treatable. In other words, you can feel better. Traz doesn't work for me, says Lazy Ranch. They gave me that in the hospital. Didn't sleep for 3 days. Wow. What is Atarax, my friends? There's 2 people have named it, but they won't tell me what it is. I got to look it up on Google. A-T-A-R-A-X. Atarax. Oh, it's an antihistamine. Oh, hydroxyzine. Oh, my God. Yeah, it's over the counter. It treats anxiety. It's an antihistamine, but I guess it also helps people relax. Good. Thank you for letting me know. One Warrior, Lazy Iran, sorry to hear that. I know how it feels. Don't really feel anxiety at the time. It just feels like a ton of bricks on your body. Hey, Itis Watisis, nice to hear from you. Kind of like Benadryl. Yeah, no, yeah. No, Scott is not on Instagram. Well, I am, everybody. Go look at my cute cat, Bruce. He's on there all the time. All right, so thank you for introducing me to Atarax. That's another something that is available for people who have anxiety. So, my upcoming video is about something that you all are going to need to memorize. SYMPTOMMANAGEMENT. Symptom management. Okay? So that's what we're about. We're not about curing depression. We're not making it going away. We're identifying our basic issues, and we're finding coping strategies and tools and skills to cope. People manage asthma, they manage heart disease, they manage diabetes. I'm having to manage lymphedema. Chronic illnesses are manageable but not curable. So get the word cure out of your head, but get the word management in. And look for my video, not this Monday, but Labor Day Monday, which is September 3rd. All right, Vistaril. That's another antihistamine, I believe. Walking through a sea of molasses, every step I take drags me down, as one of my favorite musicians described it, Richard Thompson. Yes. Well, that's what depression is, isn't it? Like the psychomotor retardation. It's like everything's an effort. Defiantly need daily management. I think you meant definitely. J. Rose, I didn't know you were defiant, but it's nice to know. It's just a good habit to have. India Bharat, I've been on not Lexapro, it's cousin, Celexa, 5 years, 20 milligrams a day, but since a few months it seems to have stopped working. I'm sorry to hear that. There's a phenomenon that I did a whole video on, and you've all heard of it, but I'll type it here. PROZAC space POOPOUT. Prozac poop out. Okay. I want to show you guys something. If I can find it. It may not be here anymore. It's disappeared. Where's the phoenix bird? Oh my God, someone took it out and moved it. Ah. I've got to find it. It was sent to me by Julie Hayes. It's an amazing image she could put together. The phoenix rising from the ashes, and now it's not in my box. So visualize it'll turn up. Really, I need to have it. What about benzo poop out? Same thing. Does exercise help? Yes, it's my #1 go-to strategy. Nasrama definitely helps. Exercise #1 recommended thing to do for mental health problems. Absolutely. For my not only depression but my anxieties, mostly my anxiety. Well, depression, exercise helps with both. Ivy Rose. Are you still in Manhattan, by the way, or did you leave? Or are you still there? Well, I talk a lot about spirituality. First time, my dear, here's a close-up. Look at those eyes. His name is Ramana Maharshi from India. Any of you guys from India heard of him? He's a great Indian saint. Hanging around really holy people can help with depression. There's so much on the internet. You can listen to Buddhist chants. You can listen to talks by the Dalai Lama. My wife, Joan, loves to listen to the Dalai Lama. It's so calming and inspiring. You're still in Manhattan. Wow. Well, it's a different place than it was 30 years ago, isn't it? I left New York when I was 22. I just needed to get out to the West Coast and get more mountains and trees and rivers around. But New York's an amazing place for culture. How do I feel about Chinese herbs to treat depression? Well, that's interesting because I have a Chinese herbalist who I get herbs from, treats infections, but there's something called the heart meridian right here. It goes all the way through the body, and sure, I believe that herbs can probably treat the heart meridian, treat the emotional, energies. Don't know if it's going to be good for major depression, but I think for minor depression, it's probably going to help. What kind of exercise do you suggest for anxiety, trying happiness? Aerobic exercise. Getting your heart rate up to 80% of its max. So you're sweating, not just walking, no, running, jumping, bicycling, stair step, hiking, anything that gets your heart rate up to 80% of its maximum. You'll know. David Holden, I was late to the live chat, but I wanted to thank you. Love from Liverpool. Another Brit. They're all over the place. Hey, did you see that thing that went viral? Paul McCartney. It was about. He gets in a car with some guy, some host, late night host, whose name I'm forgetting, and he gives him a tour around Liverpool. It was called Car Karaoke or something like that. You should watch it. It's inspiring. Paul McCartney is a really cool person. I wish I were someplace instead of here. Yes, I agree with you, Ivy Rose. New York City is not for someone who has a sensitive nervous system. My depression is chronic, says Nazrama. I try to exercise every day, but it doesn't help. Well, you can do other things. Connecting with people, having structure. There's lots of things you can do. If you write me, I'll send you that chart of all the different things you can do to manage your mood. I'd like to find a doctor who treats with psilocybin mushrooms. Wow. Yeah, microdoses. I have a friend who's actually done that for himself. Microdoses of psilocybin. It seems to work, but boy, that can be tricky. Better to do it under someone's jurisdiction. Ivy Rose, I wish I had some place to live. Yes, we already went over that. Do I still have Patreon? Of course I do. My account's still open. We haven't got any new subscribers, but yeah, that would be great if you went there. Theanine, yes, theanine is a amino acid that some people think helps depression. So J Rose, send me an email and I'll send you a link, or you can just go to www.patreon.com/DOUGLASBLOCH. Did that even get on there? No. Can't believe it. Nope, didn't get on there. Well, I'll try it again. What do I think about electromagnetic depression? JD, that is TMS. That is TMS, transcranial magnetic stimulation. I think it's a valid therapy. Okay, let's try Patreon again. Now we're having better luck, I think. Okay. There it is, Patreon. Go for it, you guys. Go to that site, and you can become a sustaining member. So I hope that answers your question. Who asked that question? Someone did. Carpool karaoke. Thank you, David Holden. That's what it's called. Appreciate it. J. Rose, there's my Patreon address right there. Patreon.com/Douglas Block. I don't know what TY means. Oh, thank you. Hey, I just figured that out. Pretty good. All right. We have about 8 minutes left. Any other further questions? Any way I can be of help? My new video coming out next Monday is symptom management. I just did one on CBD oil, one on, does depression cause brain damage? No. And the other video I just did is called, Do You Have Something to Look Forward to? It is so important to get out of bed and have something to look forward to. Otherwise, when I get out of bed, I just want to go back to sleep, right? Depressed people, the mornings are not good. But do you have something planned, maybe for today, meeting a friend, maybe in 2 weeks, going to the coast with a friend, maybe in 5 weeks, going to see one of your relatives out of town or traveling somewhere? You've got to have things lined up ahead of you, because that gives you the motivation to keep on going, because God, with depression, every day can be a struggle. It can be really hard to keep on keeping on. But if you have even the tiniest things to look forward to, it's a very powerful technique. I learned it from one of my clients, and I highly recommend that you watch that video. How do you stop a panic attack that causes the fear of loss of bladder control? Well, you keep telling yourself, I'm okay, my bladder's okay. Keep reassuring yourself. Deep breathe. Breathe deeply. Put your head in a sink of cold water. Or pop a Klonopin if you see someone who can, that's the quickest way. But, you may not be able to get it, or you may not want to take a benzodiazepine, although if it's used judiciously, it can do very well. So there's many, many things, ways to stop panic attacks. Oh, yeah, Crazy Skill says, Big No takes credit to you. Thank you. Well, I'm going to have lunch with him on Tuesday. As you know, he's been in recovery and is doing fantastic. Does TMA have a risk of memory loss? No. ECT does. I did ECT. I don't have a memory loss. What planet am I on? No, I'm joking. But no, TMS does not have memory loss as part of its symptoms. Again, look it up. Talk to your psychiatrist. Trying happiness. Do you still experience anxiety every day or depression symptoms? My anxiety has really gone away for the most part. The depression has been up because of this physical illness. Remember? I did a video called The Effect of Physical Illness on the Depressed Mind. I've been sick for 3 weeks, and that has definitely affected my mood, but normally my mood is pretty decent. Fortunately, the anxiety is not here. That's the thing that put me over the edge, all 4 episodes where I had to go into the hospital. Anxiety can be killer, as you all know. All right. Well, it's 54 minutes after the hour. I think we'll do another minute. I got to go raise my foot. I've been sitting here with my foot vertical. My doctor says that's not good for me. I got to get my foot above my heart, so I'm going to do that as soon as we're done and do some exercises, so I can be here in 2 weeks. So 2 weeks from today is September 2nd. We'll see you then. In the meantime, I will be continuing to post new videos every other Monday. Not this Monday, the 20th, but the 27th. And then again on the September 10th. So just keep in touch. What you can do is subscribe to the channel and hit the bell, and you'll be the bell to the right of the subscribe button, and you'll be notified of every new video and every new live chat as it's happening. So I'm going to just put this subscribe, SUSCRIBE, and click the bell to the right Okay, if I can get that to be N-O-T-I-F-I-E-D. Okay, well, you get the point. Subscribe, click on the bell to the right to be notified of everything I do. Yeah, nice to hear from you, Scott. How's your depression doing, by the way? I seem to be more stable. Thank you again, David. Thank you, Lazy Eye Ranch. Thank you, Ivy Rose. Thank you, One Warrior. Thank you, all of you. Thank you for being here. And someone just has a good question, a good point here. I have an app called Breathe for anxiety. You can adjust the tempo of the breathing, etc. It's free and it works. Thank you, Alan Kaminsky. Nice to hear from you. I love your last name, Kaminsky. Sounds Polish. J Rose, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you all for your good wishes. I really appreciate it. So, when I sign off, you will all be able to chat amongst yourself for the next 5 minutes, exchange email addresses, phone numbers. This is all about people supporting people. We had a nice connection with Danielle, Kate, and Pearlie bonded for a while. So feel free to connect. This is what it's about. Healing from depression does not happen in isolation. It happens in community. It's all about creating community, and that's what we're doing here on these live chats, and that's what you guys should be doing, in your life, with your family, with your friends, with your therapist, with 12-step groups. Every chance you can get, be around other people going through the same situation, and you will be greatly benefited. All right. And it is Polish. Yes, of course. I grew up in New York. A lot of friends who are Polish. All right. Well, please leave your comments. I'll give you my email address one more time. Anybody who emails me, you can get a free chart of 5 different strategies, or there's about 45 different strategies or tools to create wellness in your life. It's my free wellness PDF diagram. So again, I'm just going to type this one more time. Douglas Block at gmail.com. Okay, remember, I'll get you that free diagram, and next time I'll have it in front of me. Everybody, enjoy the last couple of weeks before Labor Day if we live in America, which represents, quote unquote, the end of summer. And be well. Remember, don't give up 5 minutes before the miracle. Thank you so much for tuning in.